I did my GC internship with the science YouTube channel Veritasium. I spent the first week learning their content style and critiquing their old videos, as well as learning how to video edit and spot cinematography techniques. The team wanted to show me as many different areas of the work that they do, so I found myself doing a range of things like editing YouTube shorts, building a database of film festivals to enter, script writing and research, participating in onboarding freelance writer meetings, and reviewing job applications for a potential video editor. I found myself mostly gravitating towards the research side of things, so the bulk of the second half of my internship went towards that. What I learned from the world of work. I learned that in teams, it's more important that you communicate well. If you aren't able to make a deadline, let your teammates know. It's more important that they get it done well and on time than if you're struggling and do a poor job late. Also, it was a bit of a perfectionist shock. I'm someone who loves systems, and the creative process kind of rocked that boat for me a bit. My supervisor told me that every script starts as a trash fire, and he said there's no how-to process on how to make a video, and everything is different, and every script is a battleground where everyone wants to include their little niche fact that they researched and contributed, and it's a very untidy process. It just really didn't sit well with me. I'm the sort of person who likes a clear-cut start and end and a nice linear process, but it turns out the creative industry and the creative flow does not agree with that. So this was a bit of a shock to my system. Things this internship taught me about myself. I learnt that the 9 to 5 is rough. It is so hard. How do people work for 5 days a week, 8 hours a day? I simply cannot. I learnt that taking breaks was key, especially given my work was intellectually challenging and highly creative. A lot of what I did involved asking big questions and thinking creatively, something very difficult in the 8-hour workday. Some of my best ideas came to me when I wasn't working, but when I was taking breaks between work blocks, thinking, oh, how does ice skating work given that water is not a very good lubricant? I wrote these down quickly and came back to them later. I pitched this video idea to the team, and it's on the list for future investigation. Another thing I learned is it's important to establish a solid routine prior to starting work. I found it far easier to concentrate if I had a nice morning routine and a clear lunch break. I also learned that I love structure and detail in scripts, research, and everything. And because of this, I am prone to overworking and hyper-focusing. And finally, some advice for my GC students who are yet to undertake an internship. My first one is establish a solid external life to the internship, especially if it is remote. Wake up, have breakfast, stretch, walk around the block, listen to, read, consume some content different to what you're working on, do some hobbies, that kind of thing. And then I would recommend using a calendar to track your time. So before the start of the work week, I tracked out all of the times that I wanted to work and calculated the hours that I needed for the week. And then I stuck to them. Pre-planning your work week can help you figure out when your hours are and set really solid boundaries. And also it means you can organize things around your internship so that you can enjoy your life outside of work. In this COVID world, it is extra vital to have a good relationship and communication channel with your supervisor. I'm really glad I did this because when I found myself in uncertain VUCA circumstances, I was able to communicate what was going on and that I needed more breaks, leading to better work, concentration, and peace of mind for myself. Tracking tasks. I created a to-do list each day and made a habit of checking unfinished tasks from the day before. It helped me avoid overworking as I had clear instructions to myself on how to pick up where I left off. And if you have reoccurring daily tasks, it's good to create a template and duplicate it each day to check things off. It's helpful for tracking what tasks you've done, and it can be really simple. I recommend using Apple Notes, Notion, or OneNote to organize it. Finally, remember it is a learning experience. Some of it you'll love, some of it you'll discover you don't like so much, and that is super valuable, honestly. Be kind to yourself during this process of growth, and most importantly, have fun.